friend, how are you doing today? My name is Karina and welcome back to Ready Set Pan. Today is the 7th update already for the Ancient Mythos Project Pan, a Pantastic Ladies collaboration focused on mythology. This is a rolling style project. I work on 5 prompts at a time, and today it's a really good update. I have 3 goals met, which means 3 rollouts, 3 new things. We've got a lot to talk about today, so let's start off as always from the oldest product to the newest product. And so a little while ago, I had rolled in Artemis. And for Artemis, this was a female-owned brand, so I went in with my Fenty cream blush. This is the Cheeks Out Freestyle cream blush in Summertime Wine, because this is on my plan to pan for this year. And we'll see how I'm doing. I've been working on a lot of cream blushes, but that is okay. You haven't seen where I was last time, so it's been in the project now for 2 months. I didn't do very well on it with only 8 uses in the first month, and I do have a 50 use goal on this one because it has been repressed, and by that I mean just kind of squished all to the center. Since my last update, I've reached for it 22 times, which brings me to 30 uses in the project, and that brings me to this point here today. I'm not sure if there's a whole ton of movement or change. Like, it is kind of high and thick in there, so I'm using it. I am wearing it today underneath my NARS Blush and Orgasm. It's one of my go-to combos here. And yeah, been enjoying it, but that's still going to kick around for at least another month. Okay, and then Calypso was next. So Calypso was a product that you never want to let go of. It's still true. I am still loving the Bath & Body Works Body Wash and Iced Lemon Pound Cake. This one was a 2024 with scent notes of sugary glazed icing, pure lemon zest, and fluffy pound cake. I used half of it, about half of it last summer, and it's like, it's a half-used body wash. I should just finish it up. So where I rolled it in last month was about halfway. I am down to here. Oh, this is so good. I only use this for morning showers. I will not use this as a bubble bath because it's too good for that. Sorry. I love this so much. I've just actually finished it in a hand soap. You'll see that in my monthly empties. Really enjoyed it as hand soap. I do also have the scent in a hand cream that I found at a semi-annual sale last year. But that's all I got. So I'm running out of body hair on Iced Lemon Pound Cake, which makes me so sad. But I mean, hey, that means I just did a perfect item for the prompt. So that's a win. But that's going to be gone next month. Okay, let's move on. Let's move on. Hestia was an item that you only wear around the house. So sometimes that's some of my more not necessarily flattering lip colors or lip products that I don't want to declutter or get rid of. So it's like, well, gotta use it up then. So I had rolled in my Mary Kay Sparkle Lipstick in the shade Ruby with a 20 use goal. I do want to finish this lipstick at some point, hopefully pretty soon here, but anyway, with those 20 uses, I've gone it down to this point. I have used it indeed 20 times, so I have this much left. It's a little darker, it's a little sparklier. I don't think it's the most flattering, which is why it's one of those items I just tend to wear around the house. So I do enjoy reaching for it, but just not when I'm seeing people other than my husband. So this is actually the first of the goal meds. And again, because we have 3 rollouts, we've got 2 more items after this, you kind of know what's rolling out. All right, we have a perfume here from Gaia. Clean beauty, nature-themed item, something along those lines. This is my, I'm just going to put the name up. I'm not even going to try. I'm pretty sure it's French, but my French isn't that good at all. I think I got only like 2 uses out of this, though. Like, there was like nothing in here, and I hadn't used it before. So, Gourmet. And last was the Moirai. So I had rolled in because it was one of those let the face decide. So I randomized an eyeshadow from my Welcome to London eyeshadow palette, and I had randomized the last shade in the palette. So I'm showing you where it was last time, and this was in another project at the time, so I got lots of good use on it. And again, thank you so much for the suggestions. I did actually end up using this shade 4 times as an eyeliner, and the other 6 uses honestly has been this exact eye look that you've seen a fair amount recently because I've worn it the last 6 days. I realized I could fit this in. I don't want another rollout so I can have fewer eyeshadows to focus on. Now the problem is I have met my goal, but I made a little oopsies. I made an oopsies with this. I was accurate. It was the last shade in the palette. And the palette looks like this. And you can see with those 10 uses, There are some dips that are really dipping, especially these two shades here, which like this little corner is predominantly what's making up my eye look today. Now the problem is, according to my spreadsheet, the last shade in the palette was shade number 10, which, you know, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 shades in the palette. So technically shade 10, which is how it was listed in the palette, I was supposed to be working on this orange right here. Yeah, I was supposed to do that. But I just saw, oh, it's the last shade of the palette. It's this one, and apparently I can't count. So, technically I've been working on the wrong shade entirely. However, I'm still going to count that as a goal met, because I did use the last shade in the palette 10 times, so whoops. I mean, does that really affect anything? No, it was just an error in my spreadsheet, which I don't post anywhere or anything, but anyway, I have had 2 shades, technically those 2 instead of those 2 that I've been working on in a project. I have my goal on both of them, and I'm ready to take a little bit of a break from the palette. Yeah, I'm kind of ready to switch it up a little bit from this kind of color story. I just was being kind of boring. Those were everything. So 3 goals met, so I'm very excited about that. So we get to roll in 3 new prompts and bring in 3 new items. So with the help of my Tiny Decisions app, let's see what I'm going to be working on in the next month, joining the Fenty blush and the Ice Lemon Pound Cake Body Wash. Okay, I had to get a little creative with some of these. These were not prompts I rolled in where I initially was like, yes, this. But now that I have the items in front of me, I'm feeling pretty good about what I've selected. So first off was Hercules, or Hercules, or depending how you pronounce it. So we're looking for something that is strong and that your makeup look falls apart if you don't wear it. So I decided I'm going to roll in, and I've only used this item once so far. So I used it today. I'm worried it made it just like my look like pores, especially in like this area, which obviously everyone has pores, but I noticed it after I used this product. So we'll see how this goes. Okay, I'm going to roll in this smaller sample size, maybe? Trial size? It's 30 milliliters of the Makeup Revolution Matte Fix Oil Control Fixing Spray. Now, this is not something designed for my skin type. My skin tends to be a little bit more on the normal-ish side of things. And I'm not big on a matte look, but I have this in my collection. I will be doing some traveling at some point in July, so this will be nicer to take traveling. So I'm just going to use it and see how it goes. The goal is going to be to finish it so I can knock another setting spray out of my collection, which may give some hints on how my Graveyard Project Panda's been going. So you'll see that update real soon. I'm so excited for this next one. Okay, Prometheus. So this is something that completely changes either your makeup routine or your makeup look. I went more for that interpretation because otherwise it was going to be a mascara, and I thought mascara was boring. So I decided to go with it this way. So I've decided I'm going to go with another eyeshadow topper. This is the E.L.F. Fine as Fleck Glitter Eyeshadow in the shade Filthy Rich. Mixed reviews on these items, but this is what mine looked like. I picked this shade up on Clear Out. I think it cost me like $2. So I'm just so excited. I have, like, you can tell, get you up close, I haven't used it yet. I'm excited too. So this is a glitter topper from my understanding. So I think this will be nice either as like a refresh later in the day when the makeup's fading a little bit, or just right from the get-go on my makeup look. I'm really excited about it. I'm going to put a 10 use goal on it. I'm hoping this isn't going to go too dark on the eyes, especially because we're in summer. But if it does, then that might be really good for like my emerald green eyeliner and do some more combos like that. It might take me 2 months to work on this one, but I'm kind of excited about that one. All right, Zeus was another challenging prompt. So something that is storm-related, weather-related, or sky-related. And I didn't want to bring out another body product because I put so much in my hygiene project to use it up. So I decided to go with another perfume sample. And again, this is kind of like adjacent-ish. So when we're thinking about like the weather, this is the Skylar EDP in Capri Summer. So, like, obviously, like, I'm thinking about, like, summer weather and beach vibes. So, the description here, an afternoon walk through a sun-soaked... So the description here is an afternoon walk through a sun-soaked citrus dream. So again, summery weather, enjoyment vibes. Doesn't really go with the storm element at all, but you know, summer vibes. Summer vibes, summer weather, hopefully good enough. Top notes, grapefruit, blood orange, and bergamot. Middle notes, neroli, muguet, and dewy rose. And base notes of teakwood, sheer vetiver, and crystal musk. So I have no idea what I'm going to pair this up with. I'm going to have to figure something out. Probably should be something with that orange routine, honestly. So we'll see how this all goes. I'll figure out how to wear this. This bottle is actually like filled to the top, which is so nice. My goal is obviously going to be to finish this as well. I am just so excited. This might be good to take traveling too, because I could just spritz a perfume rather than a fragrance mist. That might be what I do. That might just be the simple solution for everything. So maybe. All right, so those are my 3 new roll-ins. Let's talk goals for next month. It is possible that I will get the Fenty blush done. It's just another 20 uses on it. I did get 22 this month. It's just going to be a question of what eyeshadows I'm pulling for, because I'm going to try to get more into like my golden tones, so I'll use a different cream blush with that. But Ice Lemon Pound Cake, that one will be done next month. So yeah, that will go. We'll see how fast I blow through that setting spray. I expect I could probably get that done within a month. We will see. And then the perfume sample. So I'm probably looking at 2 to 3. Probably 2. We'll say 2. That's a nice number. But if it's 3, if it happens to be 4, fantastic. But that's kind of where we're looking into the next month of this project. And that's where this video is going to wrap up. So if you enjoyed it, make sure you give the video a big thumbs up. Let me know all your thoughts down in the comments below. Subscribe so you don't miss my next update. And I look forward to seeing you in my next video very soon. Have a wonderful day.